Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children. Good evening, everyone. Please turn on your video.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Everyone, please turn on your videos.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I wasn't able to do the first question in the homework because um I said that yes in last class I'm going to leave at 7:30 because I had to go out, right?
So,
Ma'am, but in the last 10 minutes only you explained about double bar graph and I could not find the recording. So can you explain me how like double bar graph again?
okay. Okay. Let's begin then. I'm sharing the screen now. Okay, this is a double bar graph we were making, right? We were doing this question. Consider the data collected from the survey of a colony. So many people like watching these particular sports and so many people like participating in these sports. Okay, draw a double bar graph. Now see Sritej, we were doing like this. Look here, I'll show you with another bar graph, another bar here. Now see Sritej, we were leaving 4 equal boxes here. Okay, we have left the box here like this, right? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
see here. We are keeping equal gaps here. So as per this graph paper which I have on my screen, that's I'm leaving 4 boxes here. Okay, so you also do as per your bar graph, you just leave 1 centimeter. Okay, and
Okay.
then equal gaps are there. 1 bar is for this watching, W is for people who like watching. So how many people like watching? That was 1240. So the bar is raised till 1240. How many people like participating? That's 620. So the bar here, P is for participating people. Okay, that is still 620. So 620 is somewhere in the middle of 600 and 650. Okay, so that's just by estimate I've taken here. It should be here. Right, beta? Since you
Okay.
have proper lines on your graph paper, you can make it out. Right? And
Yes.
now you see
Ma'am, what is the reason of using WP?
W is for watching, people who like watching. Okay.
Okay.
P is for people who
I
like
understood.
participating. Right? Because here we have taken like this. No, the data given to us is like this. So many people like watching these sports, and so many people like participating in these sports. Right? And next
Ma'am,
is
I already completed this yesterday and last class.
okay, very nice. So the next is okay. I'm explaining this to Sritesh because he missed it. Okay, next sport is basketball, right? So basketball, 470 people liked watching. W is for watching. 320 people like participating in that. So 320 means it lies between 300 and 350. 470 lies between 400 and 450 and 500. Are you understanding, Sritesh?
Yes, ma'am, but we should leave 2 boxes for both bars.
No, beta. See, in your bar graph, you have like this, no numbers. Suppose you have 400 here and you have 500 here. In the middle, you will have somewhere 450. Is it the center line?
Ma'am, I'm saying about the x-axis.
In the x-axis, we have kept a gap of 4 boxes here. This is according to my graph. In your graph, you can just leave like this 1 centimeter gap. Okay, 1 box gap. Yes, as
Okay.
you normally do for your bar graphs, right?
Ma'am, so like I should half the bar or something?
So you do like this. You leave 1 box here. You make a graph, okay, on 1 bar, right? Okay, Sritej. And what you do is you divide your 1 bar into 2 parts. Do like this. Okay, as you are doing this now, you divide your 1 bar into 2 parts. The half part can be taken for watching people and the rest can be taken for participating people.
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then it will be equal gaps. Okay. Then again, equal gap is there. Now see, for watching people, how many people like watching? This is swimming. Swimming is 510 people like watching and 320 participating. Okay, let's do this. I'll show you by making 1 more bar here. So that was 510 people. 510 only, no? Yes. So 510 is somewhere closer to 500. Okay, so I'm just taking this. Right? This line does not get selected properly. 1 second. So children, it takes a lot of time on making this, right? But I hope
Yes, ma'am.
you are understanding. Okay, so this is this is 510 till here, right? Okay, the next line is participating was how many? 320? Yes, 320. So let's select another line. So 320 is here between 300 and 350. This line is not selected. It's here. 320 is somewhere here. Right?
No, ma'am, it is moved down.
Ma'am, you kept it as 420. Yes, now it's correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. It's better to draw simple graphs as normally we draw. Okay, because making these lines these take a lot of
Ma'am, like you can take rectangle in place of this.
So I'm just showing you with 1 bar. Okay, Sritej?
Okay, ma'am.
I hope you are understanding. So now this was 510 people who liked watching the sport and 320 people who liked participating in this sport. Okay, and then you can shade it. Just to distinguish between the two, we are shading 1. Okay, we can put different designs on both.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
that you can make out which is which one. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, you can make for the other sport, that is hockey. Hockey is 430 and 250. So let's see where is 430. 430 is between 400 and 450. So I'm just taking the line here. This is 450 and 400. So this will be somewhere in the middle here. Okay, so I'm just drawing a line here just to show you. Okay, you can make it properly with the scale. I'm not choosing this because this takes a lot of time. 250. Watching sport is 250. So 250 is right in the middle here. So this is here. Right? So this is 250 and this was, how much was this? 450. Right? So like this. Similarly, for another sport that is athletics, that is 250 like watching and 105 like participating. Okay, so 105. 105 means it's very close to 100 only. Okay, like this. Okay, and 250 like watching. So 250 is here. Right? So this is 250, this is 105. Yes, children?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
and when you are writing the scale, please everyone look here. When you are writing the scale, what you have to do? Your scale will be like this. On x-axis, you will write this bar, this design is for watching, right? Are you understanding? And this
Yes.
bar is for participating, right? And your y-axis
But
is,
we wrote W and P down, like in a Y.
you can write W and P. You can even write W and P, okay? But you have to show this design. Whatever bar you are making, no, whatever shading you are doing inside, that you have to show. Okay, and your y-axis, you are taking 1 unit as 100 people.
Yes.
Okay, 1 unit is taken as 100 people. So this is people here. This way. How many people like watching and participating? You get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this clear to everyone now?
Yes.
Anyone who is not still clear with the double bar graphs? Anyone who is still not clear with the double bar graph, please tell me so that we can take another question and I'll explain you. Rayansh, have you understood?
Now I understood. I actually knew this beforehand.
Okay, I had given some question also on double bar graph. Were you able to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Hamza,
Yes, ma'am. I understood.
okay. Afan,
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
okay, good. Aishwarya, any doubts in this, Aishwarya?
Ma'am, in this exam, will there be any? Will there only be bar graph questions?
See, in this time you have objective test. Okay, so you won't be getting bar graph to make, but you will be asked questions on it. Okay,
Okay,
you will be asked questions on it as per the objective test, but you won't be given graph to make because that does not come in the objective. No? All right, bache?
Yes.
Okay, Rishit, understood?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Siddhant,
Yes, ma'am.
Ashwath,
Yes, ma'am.
Advika.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any doubts in
Ma'am,
this?
can
Beta?
we do more questions like this?
Yes, we can do, beta. Advika,
Yes, ma'am.
understood, beta? Any doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let's take another question. I had written one more question here. In a public library, the following observations were recorded by the librarian in a particular week. Okay, so these are the days of the week. Newspaper
I will
reading.
do it.
Yes, please do. See how many people like reading newspaper. How many are the newspaper readers? These are so many. Magazine readers are so many. So let's plot a double paragraph for this. Let's do. You also do. I'm also doing here.
Like, can you show the question? Yes, ma'am. Can you
Please
answer?
note down the question. Everyone note down the question first. Be fast. Okay, written.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm scrolling down now.
Ma'am, Sunday is not Sunday.
No Sunday, just 5 days a
Sunday
week.
the library will be.
I'm just a minute. I'm just writing the numbers. Sixty, 100, 350. Ma'am, you can scroll down.
Okay, beta. So
I just need to write the numbers.
Yes.
you want to see the numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please note down fast because it takes time to make the graph also. See, newspaper readers are Monday, Tuesday, I'm saying 400, 600, 350, 550, 500. Somebody please move outside this disturbance. Aishwarya. Magazine readers
Now I
are
wrote, you can
from
scroll.
Monday to Saturday, that is.
Now you can scroll down.
Okay, 150, 100, 200, 300, 250, and 200.
Yes,
Done,
ma'am,
everyone?
you can scroll down.
Okay, let's take a graph from here and you also make a graph in your notebook, graph notebook. Please do it in your graph notebook, right? Okay, this is the graph here. I can write it as x-axis and this can be taken as y-axis. Okay. Now I'm taking newspaper readers and magazine readers. So again, I'm leaving as per my graph. I have small boxes here. So I'm leaving 4 boxes. Okay. But for your graph, you can leave 1 box or 2 box. But the gap should be equal then. Right, children? If you are also leaving 2 boxes here, then leave 2 boxes. Okay. And the next 2 boxes for making your graph. So I'm taking N as the newspaper readers and M as the magazine readers. Got it, children? Then again, a gap of 4 boxes here as per my graph. But again, I'm telling you for your graph, you also take gap of 2 boxes, okay? So that your graph does not get congested. So this is again newspaper readers and magazine readers. This is for Monday. This is for Tuesday. Okay, now again gap of 4 boxes, 4 small boxes here. This is and this is. This is newspaper readers and magazine readers. See, every time I'm taking newspaper readers first, N first, M afterwards. Why? So that the gap, equal gap is maintained. Are you understanding? If you take it different, no, once you are taking N, M, and on the in the next bar, if you take M first and N later, then your graph will go wrong. Okay, there should be equal gaps. This is Thursday. Again, gap of 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 3. Then again, I have here, this is newspaper readers, magazine readers for Friday. Right? Similarly, you can have it for Thursday. Okay, I'm taking till Friday. Sorry, so you can take even Saturday. Okay, now let me see how many were the newspaper readers, what were the scale. Now see, I'm analyzing the data here. I can see in my data, the lowest number I have is 100. The highest number I have here is 600, right? And everywhere I can see multiples of 100, 100, 100, and in between I have 50s also, right? So what do I think about my unit scale? I'll take my 1 unit as 100 people. Okay, 100 readers I can take. Okay. So this is 1 unit is taken as 100 from 0 to 100. Okay, then again another unit is taken as 200. Next is taken as 300. Then next is taken as 400. See children, making this line intersecting these points are very important. Children normally, you know what happens? They just write as it is, like this, 500, then 600, then 700. Then you cannot make out is it this or this? Are you understanding? So you have to specify, as I'm writing also and I'm marking also. I'm writing also and I'm marking also. I'm writing and I'm marking. Okay. So this is 800. I think we are done here. Right? We have the highest scale till 600 only. Okay. Okay. Now what is the scale first? Newspaper readers are how many? 400 on Monday. 400 are the newspaper readers and magazine readers are 150. So look here. 400. 400 is here. So that means newspaper readers are from here till 400. Right? Okay. This is the bar. Magazine readers are 150. So 150 lies between 100 and 200. So this is 150 here. Okay. Now I'll join this. Please use a scale. I'm just doing this. I'm not selecting from there. It takes a lot of time. Okay, so this is 400 and this is 150. You got it? Like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, similarly, on Tuesday, how many newspaper and magazine readers are there? 600 are the newspaper readers and magazine readers are 100. So 600 and 100. So let's make this 600. Now 600 is here. Okay. I'm just marking a point here. Okay, 600 is here and 100. 100 is here. Right? This bar. Okay, and this is 600. So I'm just joining here like this. So that's, please write on top also. Okay, whatever number you are getting, you have to write on top. So I'm shading all the newspaper readers as like this. So when I'm writing my scale, so that means on my x-axis, you have to write down the scale also. On your x-axis, you have this bar as newspaper readers. You have this bar as magazine readers. Get it? And on your y-axis, you are taking 1 unit is equal to 100 readers. Right, children? So you can write the readers here, readers. Okay, number of readers. I hope you are understanding this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Everyone, Sudarshan, you joined late. Are you
Yes, ma'am.
understanding?
Understood.
Okay, beta. Now see, on Wednesday, let's see the data for Wednesday. On Wednesday, we had 350 newspaper readers and 200 magazine readers. Okay, 350 and 200. So 350 are the newspaper readers. So let's take this 350 is coming here. I'm putting a dot here, right? Okay. And 350 and next was 200. Okay. So like this, we join it here.
Ma'am, I'm done.
350 and 200, right? And again, you will just shade this bar. Yes, beta? Okay. Now you see on Thursday. What is the data for Thursday? Thursday is 500 and 250. Sorry, Thursday is 550 and 300. Okay. 350 and 550 and 300. So this is 550 is between here, between 500 and 600, 550 and 300 we have here. This is 300. Right? I have just, now you join these bars. So this is now 550 and 300.
Ma'am, I'm done. So can you just check it?
Yes, just a second later. I will check everyone. So next is Friday, 500 and 250. So 500 is here just below 550. And 500 and what was the other one? 250. Okay, 250 is here. 200 and slightly above 200. Alright. So it's here. 1 second, Siddhant. I'm just checking those. Okay. So this is 500 and this is 250. Right, children? So this is how you have to make the graph. All right.
Yes.
Now show me Siddhant.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, Saturday is there only till Friday.
What happened?
Ma'am, can you?
In days, Saturday is there or
Saturday
only
is
till
there.
Friday is there?
Saturday is also there, but I'm not making Saturday. Okay, you can make.
Okay.
Yes, Siddhant. Yes, beta, that's correct. Okay.
Ma'am, like I didn't space. I just wrote days in like.
1 second. Just show me. Yes, it's correct. It's correct, beta. But you
Okay.
have to write the days also. Otherwise, how will you understand? Okay.
Ma'am, I wrote here.
So you have to write here. Please mention on your x-axis you are taking the days. On your y-axis you are taking number of readers. Okay.
Oh, ma'am, like is it like this?
Yes. Yes. The scale should be as I have done here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Have all understood, Advika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts, beta, Advika?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Absolutely clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I hope all have understood. If anyone still has a doubt, then please tell. We can do more questions on this. If anyone has a doubt, we can do more questions on this.
Ma'am, if no,
Okay.
ma'am, if no one is like has a doubt, so we'll proceed forward like to the next
Yes.
lesson.
Not next lesson. We have another topic in this lesson. Still have one topic.
What is that?
Yes. So that topic is chance and probability. Okay, that's the next topic is this comes under data handling only. Chance and probability. Actually, at your level, this is given in this, but otherwise, when you go to higher class, this topic will be an entirely a different chapter. This is chance and probability. Okay. Done, everyone? Are you all done with your graphs?
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Ma'am, just 1 minute.
Ma'am, we don't need graph papers now, right?
For chance and probability, you don't need graph paper.
Ma'am, like for the next subjective test, we need it.
For next subjective test, whenever you have data handling for your subjective test, then you will have to use. Okay, done. Okay, now see children.
Yes, ma'am.
Chance and probability. What is chance? Now suppose if I say, I'm just hoping that it might rain today. If I say like this, so what are the possibilities that it rains? So it is
Ma'am, it will be like depending on the season, like if it's
depending
some
on the weather and all, no, like all
like
that.
unlikely.
So that is likely possibility, is it?
Ma'am, like this chapter I have learned, ma'am, in school.
Okay, so like you can just call it a likely possibility of occurrence.
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, and
Okay.
there is like impossible, unlikely,
And suppose if I take another example,
certain.
please listen. Suppose if I take another example, like suppose we have a match. Okay, so we say it looks as if India will win. Okay, so likely possibility is that India might win.
Even chance because two teams are having it.
So that is no, I'm just saying like the words used probably it might rain, like this. So likely possibility that India might win the match. Okay. And suppose if I'm tossing a coin, so that means possibility
Even chance, ma'am. Even chance.
possibility of getting head or a tail. So that's
Ma'am, it will be even chance.
that's a what do you call that? That's a 50-50% chances, is it?
Yes.
Either
Ma'am,
I'll get a
50%
head
is
or I'll get a tail. Please listen, Mita. Please listen first. Okay. So 50-50 chances are. So like likely word, probably word, chance word. So these words are such which are used to, say, call your uncertainty. It has uncertainty. It can be, it cannot be. Are you understanding?
ma'am.
Okay. So how do we measure that mathematically? Now, if I say that what is the probability that if I'm tossing a coin, I will get head only? How will I find that mathematically? You will tell me, ma'am, you can get anything. No, either you can get head, you can get a tail, because out of these two, I don't have any other third thing there. Is it? There are
Ma'am.
possibilities only, head or tail. So how will I prove it mathematically? That we have to learn in this probability part.
Ma'am.
Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, see.
Ma'am, like in my school, I was taught like this. Like for the possibility, there will be a scale like impossible, unlikely, like even chance, likely, and certain. Like that, I was taught.
Okay. Never mind, beta. Okay, so I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you with explaining you with different examples now. So mathematically, you can write probability. You can please write down. How will you find this mathematically? But what is actually probability is that numerically we find the measure of uncertainty. Are you understanding? Numerically, maths is all about numbers, is it? So
Yes, ma'am.
numerically we find the measure of uncertainty. Okay, that the event will occur or the event will not occur. Right? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm not understanding. Can you
Just you can write down what is actually probability. You can write numerical measure of uncertainty. Numerical
Ma'am?
measure of uncertainty. Uncertainty means something that is not, that you are not sure of. Is it? You know that it might rain, it might rain, it might not rain. Two possibilities हो सकती ना, हो भी सकती है rain, नहीं भी हो सकती. Third तो possibility है ही नहीं. There is no other third possibility. Are you understanding? So, so numerical measure of uncertainty is called probability. Now, suppose if I take an example, see some important terms are used in this probability, like, you know, random experiment.
Ma'am, can you write the definition of chance also?
Yes, you can please write. Random experiment. What is random experiment? Please listen first. Random experiment is that, suppose I'm tossing a, suppose I'm rolling a dice. I think you have seen a dice, no? हम लूडो खेलते हैं, snake and ladder खेलते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
You have seen a dice. So it has 6 sides. It has 6 numbers on it, right? On every face, number is written. It has numbers from 1 to 6. Suppose if I'm rolling a dice, so what is the probability that I'll get number 3 on it? What is the probability that I'll get a number 3 on it? We don't know. हमें कोई पता है? If I just throw a dice, do I know that I'll get 3? I don't know.
Ma'am, simply chance is simply the possibility of something happening.
So please listen. So that means I don't know, but I know this much, that I will get either 1, I will get either 2, I will get either 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Out of these 6 numbers, I have to get at least one number if I am rolling a dice. Right? I'm taking an example of rolling a dice. So that means if I roll a dice, I am supposed to get any one of the number out of these numbers. Yes? So that
Yes.
means this is my random experiment, that I rolled a dice and I should get out any one number out of all these 6 numbers. But what exactly I will get, that I don't know. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
What exactly I will get, that I don't know. This much I know, that I will get from numbers 1 to 6. But what exactly I'll get, that I don't know. So this experiment is called, this type of situation is called random experiment. Okay. Now again, if I take an example of tossing a coin. If I toss a coin, I'm supposed that I will get either head or I will get tail. Okay. Because coin mein to there are only 2 sides, no, head and tail. I know that, but what exactly I will get, that I don't know. Yes, are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am. It's like random. You can get
Yes,
any.
it's like random. I know that I am supposed to get all these. Among all these, I will get, but what exactly will I get, that I don't know. So you can please write down what is random experiment. An experiment whose all possible outcomes, you can please write random experiment. An experiment whose all possible outcomes are known to us, okay? Whose all possible outcomes. Are you understanding possible outcomes?
Ma'am, possible outcome means like
All
the
possible means, if I'm rolling a dice, all possible outcomes are 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. An experiment whose all possible outcomes are known, but the exact outcome is not known. Is it? This is what I
Yes.
said just now. But
Yes.
exact outcome is not known. Okay. So this is called random experiment. You get it? Yes, children?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
understanding this?
Ma'am.
Anyone who has a doubt in this, who has not understood what is probability, what is random experiment, what is rolling a dice, what is tossing? Is there anyone who has not understood anything of this part? Yes? Any
No,
child?
ma'am, clear.
Yes, betas, say loudly. Any child who has not
No, ma'am,
understood?
it's clear.
It's clear. Everyone, Soumya, Aishwarya.
Ma'am, can you
Yes, ma'am,
explain
it's
me
clear.
about chance?
Ma'am, this you just wrote a definition, right? An experiment whose all, ma'am, that's the definition of random experiment.
Yes, that is for random experiment.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Ashwath, what are you asking?
Ma'am, like, did you told about chance?
Chance. I didn't say anything about chance and probability. They are the same. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Chance is a word that is commonly used in our everyday life. Right? Okay. Yes. Ashwath. Chance is the word that we use in everyday life. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Every chance. What are the chances
Ma'am,
that it will
someone's
win
mic
today?
is
What are the
unmute.
chances that India will win today? What are the chances? You know, so chance is the word which is very commonly used. Okay.
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 Like we say like this, probably it may rain. Okay. It is likely that India may win. So such type of some words, chance, probable, probable. So these words are very commonly used. So, but chance is such a word which we use it very often.
Ma'am, like in IPL matches also they say like, I'm like in IPL match also like, if we search like today SRH is RR, so if we search like the win probability, now it will like if we search that it will show win probability. There
Yes.
also it will show probability.
Yes. So chance, probably, likely, these are words which are commonly used. Okay. They have the same meaning as we are doing for probability. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So you now you have explained you about probability, random experiment. What is random experiment? That means we know all the possible outcome, but we are not sure of the exact outcome. Okay. The next term that comes is sample space. Sample space. Children, the time is over. We will continue this in the next class. Okay. So
Okay.
I've just used the word sample space, so you can just, I'll explain it to you. See, if I'm rolling a dice, all my possible outcomes are called my sample space. Okay? All the possible outcomes are called sample space. Right?
All the possible outcomes are called?
All possible outcomes are called sample space.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Suppose suppose if you're tossing a coin, so that means I'm bound to have either head or tail. So these are the two possible outcomes here. Okay. So that means that is the sample space. So you can write down for sample space the set of all possible outcomes in a random experiment are called sample space. The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment. You know what is random experiment? So in that all possible outcomes of the random experiment are is called sample space. What do you call it? Sample space.
Ma'am, the time.
Yes. And we denote it by S. Okay, we denote it by S.
Yes.
Sample space. Right? Okay. So this much for today, children.
Thank you,
Right? Continue in the next class tomorrow. Tomorrow again.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you all. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye, ma'am. Ma'am, Hamza left the meeting in middle.
Bye, ma'am.
Ma'am? Ma'am, some of the recordings are coming as NA.
Some of the recordings are coming as
NA.
NA.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which date is that?
Ma'am, like when I go to live sessions,
Uh,
there it's coming, when I click something, it's coming as NA. Recordings are NA.
okay. I'll have a word with the team. Okay, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
I'll ask them and you'll get it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Ruchi.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Thank
ma'am.
you, beta. Thank you. I hope you are understanding, Advika.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you finding it interesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Ruchi. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye, ma'am.